Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this picture, well, they posted on Facebook, and I've already drawn this one, and it's the number one in this series. I thought I'd give my shot at this one, and you will find very quickly if you have any artistic ability. I have very little, but we're going to just make one real quick, real simple, and you can play with it. I'm going to take my 3-point curve line, I'm going to draw a line, I'm going to kind of shape it. Then I'm going to grab the shape tool, and I can still move my handles and do things with it. Then I'm going to set my nudge distance on 0.5 of an inch, a half of an inch. And I'm going to Control D, and I'm going to make a duplicate of that. I'm going to nudge it over. Then I'm going to grab those two, Control G, and then Control D, and I'm going to mirror it. And that would really kind of be something to work with. So now let's take it again and move it over, and then Control D, and then flip this one. Maybe flip it the other way and bring it in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little things to work with. We will weld this together. Well, sometimes it doesn't work. So the best scenario, take your virtual segment delete key and delete these crosshairs. And always take my Smart Fill tool and fill it in. Now I'm going to change my nudge distance to 20 inches. I'm going to nudge that out of the way, and then I'm going to get rid of this guy. I don't need it anymore. But then I'm going to nudge this back. But then I'm going to left click, right click. So I'm getting away with the fill, and I've got a new object. So we're going to do this one right here first. I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Nudge it over. Left click, right click. I'm going to take my 3-point curve line again, and I'm just going to draw a little curve line. And then I'm going to Control D, and I'm going to change my nudge distance back to 0.5. Control D and make a duplicate. Move that down. Group those together, Control D, and then move them all the way down. Getting them a little bit bigger than this, and just don't move that. Grab both those, go to Effects, and blend. And let's just blend them 9 times. Now, without moving this, you have to go to Object and break blend apart, and then make sure they're grouped together. Then put that on top of your object. Select them both, and it's either going to be back minus front or front minus back. 50-50 chance. Change your nudge distance back to 20 and put it in that hole. Now let's do this one. Let's take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Nudge it over. Here's another aspect of the way you could do things. Let's take a very small ellipse. Let's zoom in here. And let's Control D and make a duplicate of that ellipse. And then holding down the Shift key, expand it out a little bit. Control D, and it'll just keep going. As long as you keep controlling D, a lot of times it will, if your computer's a little bit slow, it will do that. And you could use step and repeat, and there's a bunch of other things you could do. But all we need is that shape. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my Control D. All right, we got it. Let's take it all, and we need to convert it to a curve, but then we need to group it together. Then, without moving this piece, and a lot of times, front minus back, back minus front might not work on this. So you're going to go there and it didn't work. You're going to go here and it didn't work. So what I suggest is select them both and use the intersect tool, and it made an intersection of that tool, and then just nudge it back over. Now, it would have been better if we would have made the ellipse a little bit bigger. But then all you have to do to really finish the project, let's zoom in here. And there's really no way to weld this, but if you'll, every other one of the, and it's a little bit harder on this because there's so many of them. That doesn't really matter. I don't know. There's a double line there somehow. But every other one, take the lines away. That's not, and see, I can see I made a mistake because I need to do every other one. So that one's, you know, I don't know why that double line is there. And that's really not going to affect us, I mean, on this, because we're going to fill it with black. And for the video, you'll understand quite a bit more than I was thinking. Takes just a few seconds. We must be out of those double lines now. Now we'll go to this side and we'll do these lines. And for the video, for your time, I'm not going to do the other sections, but that's how you would do it. And basically, see, I can see I made a mistake there. You want to take away from the line. And for the video, I need to do the other side. But for the video, I'm not going to. Let's see what it looks like smart filled in. And that's the way it's going to look. Well, got a little bit of a leak there. And then you would do that top part and make your ellipse bigger. And that looks kind of cool. And what's so good about this, you could use this same ellipse circle for this one. Let's just do it real quick. Let's fill that in with the Smart Fill tool. Move it over. Let's left click, right click. And then don't move that, move this over. And let's do the same thing with the intersect tool. And then nudge that over, and you've got a totally different look. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. And thank you for watching.